So we are ready to start. Hello everyone, time to start the live stream. And while other members are connecting to the live stream, first, as always, let me know if everything is working, if you see me, if you hear my voice. And I hope that today's live stream will work nicely. We won't have any lags, any connection problems. But just in case if we have ones, please always notify me in the live chat. That will be the best and the quickest way to fix the issues with the live stream. And if you're here the first time, my name is Vasily. I am your host for today. And during this live session, we analyze a lot of charts, we analyze a lot of different Forex pairs, we analyze gold, we analyze crypto sometimes, we analyze oil. And the goal of this live stream is to teach you how to analyze the charts properly. We will analyze a lot of different instruments, and I will show you the correct way of the application of technical analysis, multiple time frame analysis. I will teach you how it relates to news, to the fundamental analysis. And a very important element of our live streams, as always, is the Q&A. During the live session, I will constantly monitor the live chat and I will answer your questions. So if you have any questions, always feel free to join the discussion, feel free to comment my analysis, feel free to share your thoughts, your feedbacks. Yes, and as I always say, if something is not clear, always feel free to ask, and I will be happy to help. Say hello in the live chat if you are here. Say hello if you are watching this live stream. Say hello if everything is working. Yes, and just show me your presence. Hello Lishihi, hello Buruan, hello Olaide. Thanks for joining the live stream. Kelvin here, and Olaide says a lot of questions today. Nice, man. I will try to answer them all. So, what is our plan for today? I have some trading setups to show you. I have some, I would say, signals to share. I will share multiple peculiar setups that I'm currently watching, the setups that you can also trade, and I will also share some forecasts and analysis for the interests that you are trading. So let's jump into the charts, and to warm up, I guess we will start a CADCHF pair. Yes, in CADCHF pair, I see a nice shorting setup, a nice breakout trade. So, by the way, those who are watching this live stream the first time, let me briefly introduce my trading strategy. My trading strategy is called top-down analysis strategy, the multiple time frame analysis strategy. And this strategy is based on the analysis of multiple time frames. It is a purely technical strategy, and it combines the price action, candlestick analysis, and key levels. Yes, so I will show you multiple examples of the application of this strategy. Hello D, hello Ahmad, hello Patrick, hello Emmanuel. Thanks for joining. So when you trade with multiple time frame analysis, you analyze the set of time frames. You analyze multiple time frames, and the first time frame should be always the highest time frame in the list. And in my trading, I prefer to analyze daily, 4 hour, 1 hour time frames, and the first time frame that you start with is always the highest time frame. So daily time frame is the first time frame that we will analyze. And on a daily time frame, there are two things that you should do. You should analyze the current market trend, you should identify the current direction of the market, and then you should identify the key levels, the points from where you will trade. So analyzing CADCHF pair, we can spot that on a daily time frame, since the beginning of the year, we are bullish. We are trading in a bullish trend. We can see that the market was setting the higher lows and higher highs. But then we started to notice some changes in the market sentiment. You can see that once the market reached the highs in April, we stopped growing. And you can see that the market formed two equal highs. And of course, the formation of the two equal highs for us is very important because it signifies at least the local exhaustion of the buyers. And for us, this local exhaustion of the buyers can give the opportunities to catch the correctional movement on the pair. So we can see that at least temporarily the bullish movement stopped. And if we then zoom in the chart, on the daily, we can also spot some signs of strength of the sellers here. You can see that after the test of that resistance here, we formed a very peculiar bearish imbalance. We formed a strong bearish candle that engulfed the bodies of two previous bullish candles right here. The formation of this bearish candle here is very important. And moreover, after the formation of this bearish candle, one more significant event occurred on the pair. The market also violated a strong horizontal structure support. You can see that here we got quite a significant support cluster. This support cluster that the market respected a lot of times. A lot of times from that support cluster, we saw the bullish reactions. And with the high momentum bearish candle, the price managed to violate that support cluster and close below that. Of course, after the breakout, the broken support turns into resistance. And that resistance can be applied for shorting. Now it is the area where the selling orders concentrate, and that area can be applied for selling the market. So once you identified the area, the safe area for you to sell or to buy the market from, your task is to wait for the test of that area. And once you see the test of that area, and here you can see we got a perfect test of that yellow structure. Once we see the test, then multiple time frame analysis comes into play. Then we start analyzing multiple time frames. Then we start checking the lower time frames. And there we start looking for a confirmation. So what do I mean by a confirmation? Let's open a 4-hour time frame and let's check how the market was reacting to that broken structure and look for the clues. After the breakout of that structure, you can see that the market dropped lower, set a new lower low, lower close here, and then we saw a pullback and a retest of a broken structure. And here the market started to respect that minor daily structure support. You can see that multiple times that support here was respected, yes, and that support became the intraday resort for the buyers to buy from. And here the market found the resistance. You can see that this intraday blue resistance was respected a lot of times by the market. Yes, you can see that we got several nice bearish reactions to that structure, and we can confirm that here the pair formed the range. Yes, we started to trade within the range, and the range signifies that after this bearish breakout, the market became exhausted, that sellers became exhausted, and for sometimes sellers lost the momentum. And the fact that the market started to consolidate means that within that consolidation range, big money were deciding whether that violation here is false or it is valid. And what makes the breakout of our key daily structure valid? The breakout of that support. Why? Because the violation of that support after the test of our daily structure signifies that the selling pressure from that resistance was that strong that sellers made that sellers managed to easily violate that support. That signifies that, again, sellers are dominating. The price action on the 4-hour time frame is very bearish, and such a violation here increases the probabilities that the market will start falling. And I saw a question from Patrick. Patrick says, why this is a support? I don't see in CADCHF. Kindly share. Man, look, daily time frame. Clear support right here. Why? Because here that support was respected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. 6 times that support was respected. 6 times the market respected that support. That is a clear sign that that area right here is truly significant for the market. So returning back to a 4-hour time frame, we got our bearish confirmation here. We see the sign of strength of the sellers, and that is more than enough for us to make a decision to sell the market. We now may execute the short position. And how do we do that? What I always prefer to do when I see the breakout of some intraday pattern like the range, I prefer to open the trading position on a retest of its boundaries. So we got the breakout of the support of the range, so we can short the market on a retest of a broken support. Where should be our stop loss? Stop loss will lie above the resistance of the range. Why? Because according to our predictions, sellers started to push the market from here. Here the selling orders were concentrating, and from here sellers were selling. So that is the resort for the sellers. We assume that sellers will do everything to push the prices down from that structure. So our safe stop loss will lie above that. And now, the only thing that we need is the take profit level. We should decide where will be the take profit level for our trade. And with the take profit here, it is quite complicated, because the thing is that if we look left at structure, we can spot that our closest daily structure support is right here. Yes, that structure cluster. And that structure cluster is very far from current price levels. And of course, to keep the things safer, I guess it would be reasonable for us to have our target somewhere above that structure. We should at least start protecting our position from the higher structure levels. And here, if we return back to a 4-hour time frame and simply execute the reward to risk analysis, I think that 1.4 reward to risk ratio already would be enough for us to start protection of the position, to close the portion of our trading position. So here will be our first goal for the trade. Once that structure here is reached, what we will do, we will move our stop loss to entry, we will protect the trading position, and I would also close half of the profits to already protect some gains. And of course, our final destination for the trade will be the structure that we spotted on the daily. So that is our complete plan to short. One more thing to add about this trading setup is that we should always consider fundamental analysis in our trade. And personally, I don't trade the fundamental releases, but I absolutely agree that fundamental news are very important. And checking the economic calendar for today, even though TradingView doesn't show the important coming news for today, there are some. Today we are anticipating the crude oil inventories data. And I don't know why TradingView does not believe that these news are important, but this news, the crude oil data, is very important, especially for CAD pairs. So my recommendation to you is to strictly protect your trading position ahead of the release of the important news. It means that once you have some trade active and you see some important news coming in the economic calendar, what you should do ahead of the release of the news, you should protect your trading position and simply take your stop loss and move it to entry. Yes, that will protect you against some surprising news that will push the prices in the opposite direction. I hope it is clear. And by the way, if you're wondering which quote provider I use for the analysis on TradingView, I rely on the quotes. Yes, so if you see some other candlesticks on CAD-Swiss chart, probably you have just some other quote provider. So make sure that we have the same one. So traders, let me know if everything is clear. Yes, let me know if you have any questions concerning this trading setup. Let me know what instrument do you want me to analyze. Let me know which pair do you want me to check. Yes, and again, if there are some questions about the analysis that I already shared, also feel free to ask. And hello Adib, thanks for joining the live stream. Hello Abayomi here. Hello Awusar watching this live stream. And I see a question from Ahmad about pound-dollar pair. So that will be the next pair that we will discuss. Also, by the way, I have some swing trading setup. If you want me to share with you some swing trade, also just let me know in the live chat. Give me yes, and I will show you how to swing trade. So pound-dollar pair. Pound-dollar pair. What is up with pound-dollar? What we can see on pound-dollar is that on a daily time frame, executing the trend analysis, definitely the pair is bearish, and since March you can see that we started to trade in a bearish trend. But once that structure level here was reached, we started quite an extended correctional movement, and you can see that we nicely corrected. After the market reached that high right here around 126.3, we see the presence of the sellers again, and for the last few days we see that sellers started to push the prices lower. And analyzing the daily time frame, we can spot that at the moment pound-dollar pair is approaching quite an important structure support. You can see that here we have an important support cluster. The support cluster that was a strong resistance in the past. You can see that many times in a row that area right here was the resistance. Then after the breakout, that structure turned into support from where we see the bullish movements. And for now, that support is definitely the resort for the buyers to buy from, and we can expect that buyers will place their buying orders here. So our plan here will be based on the reaction of the price to that support. And here I see two potential scenarios. The first scenario is the trend following one. If we assume that this bearish trend will continue, if we are bearish and if we are looking for trend following confirmation, then the violation of that support, a daily candle close below that support cluster, will clearly confirm the strength of the sellers. It will clearly confirm the presence of the sellers and the highly probable bearish continuation. So those who are looking for shorting, I recommend waiting for a breakout of that support. If the market closes below that support, then we will expect a bearish continuation. Then there's also a chance that that support will be respected one more time, and from that support we will see a pullback. To confirm this bullish scenario, we will need to apply the multiple time frame analysis again. And we should look for confirmation on intraday timeframes. So your task to confirm the presence of the buyers right here will be to look for some bullish pattern. And do we see any bullish pattern on the 4-hour time frame? For now here, we see nothing. For now here, we see just a strong bearish movement. How about an hourly time frame? Do we see something on an hourly time frame? Yes. On an hourly time frame, we already see some signs of presence of the buyers. You can see that just recently, the pair already formed quite a strong bullish candle. You can see that the body of that candle is very big in comparison to the previous bearish candles. So that candle here is quite peculiar. One more thing that we can note right here is that the price nicely respected that intraday resistance. You can see that we have a strong intraday resistance from where for now we see the bearish reaction. So that resistance we perfectly can apply for confirmation. If for the day traders, for intraday traders, that resistance is important, its bullish violation will clearly signify the strength of the buyers. So those who are looking for a bullish confirmation on pound-dollar pair, those who are looking for a strong intraday bullish signal on pound-dollar pair, should strictly look for a bullish violation of that resistance. It will give a strong bullish confirmation that will push the prices higher, right? So, and your minimal target, your minimal goal for the trade will be that horizontal resistance. So you may have a very nice profit potential here. See a question from Andre. Why don't you follow 1-3 risk reward ratio as usually many traders recommend? Andre, because those who recommend such trades don't trade, man. That is the fact. You know, bigger is the reward to risk ratio for the trades, lower is the accuracy of your setups. That is just the fact of statistics. Yes, so bigger is the potential reward that you want from the trade. Lower will be the probability of the success rate of this trading setup. Yes, that is the rule. And my trading psychology is based on a positive winning rate. So personally, I want to see more winning setups than the losing ones. Yes, that is my personal, I would say, demand. Of course, there are the traders who don't really care about the winning rate. There are the traders who can lose 10, 15 trades in a row and then recover with one single trade. But for me, from the psychological perspective, trading with such a low winning rate is very hard. So you decide by yourself what you want more. Do you want the winning rate? Or do you want this sniper trades with big reward to risk ratio? Let me know, traders, by the way, in the live chat, what do you want? Yeah. What is your priority in trading? The winning rate or the reward to risk ratio? Yeah, so after analyzing pound dollar for you, I think we're going to check euro dollar probably, because very funny thing, by the way, that I asked about swing trade and no one wants to see the swing trade. That is that is very sad. Probably you are interested in day trade. I also have a potential day trade for you to share. Let me know if you want me to check it for you. Lady asks, can you consider CAD-Swiss analysis as a swing trade? Man, you know, it is something between. It's like between day trade and swing trade. Yes, it is something between. Game Zone computers say, how do you see whether the market is not going to retest after a breakout? Man, there's always no guarantee that the market will retest the broken structure. Yes, it is always a game of chances. And I would even say that quite often the market does not retest the broken structure. Yeah, so probabilities here, it is all about probabilities, man. Yeah, so now let's check euro dollar. I guess I saw a question about euro dollar, so let's check it and analyze. with euro dollar pair, I wanted to share with you my complete structure analysis. Yes, I wanted to show you how I see euro dollar pair from a daily time frame perspective. Yes, because I truly believe that it is very important. So the thing is that if we analyze euro dollar pair on a daily time frame, we can easily notice that the market is bearish, that we are trading in a bearish trend. We are trading within this expanding wedge pattern, yes, and we keep updating the lows, we keep setting the lower highs. So from the trend analysis perspective, we are bearish. And again, once we reach that support around 1.06 level, we started a correctional movement, and for now we can see that the market is correcting. And all the key levels that I spotted can easily help you to build a trading plan for trading euro dollar. Why? Because with this structure mapping, you can have the plan to buy the market and you can have the plan to short. Yes, so you don't really care. With such a structure mapping here, we don't care where the market will go. We can build a plan for buying and we can build a plan for selling. How? First, let's discuss what can be the plan for selling, because definitely the trend is bearish and chances will be higher that the market is going to drop, that the market will continue trading in a bearish trend. What will you need to confirm the strength of the sellers right here? What will you need to confirm that the market returns back to a bearish trend? You can see that here we have quite a significant structure. In the past, it was the support, then it was broken, it turned into resistance from where we saw a bearish movement, and then again it turned into support, right? So what will confirm the strength of the sellers right here? The strength of the sellers will be confirmed with the breakout of that support. Bearish violation of that support area will indicate that the selling pressure is stronger than the demand from that support cluster. And that will inevitably push the prices lower, much, much lower. So if you're looking for a bearish signal, wait for a breakout of that support. That will give you a strong bearish confirmation. Then, if you are looking for buying, if you want to buy euro dollar, what you should look for? As we discussed, we are trading in a bearish trend and the price nicely respects that trend line, the resistance line of the falling wedge. And why is it so important? Because you can see that so far we keep setting lower highs based on that trend line. So a bullish violation of that trend line can give us a very strong bullish signal. Bullish violation of the trend line will initiate the trend reversal right here. Yes, and the violation of that trend line will most likely push the prices higher on euro dollar. So as I always say, the breakout is one of the most reliable types of confirmation, and relying on a breakout, you will quite accurately predict where the market will go next. Let me introduce if you have any questions concerning euro dollar pair. Let me know if you agree with my analysis. And gold traders, let me know if you are here and if you are watching. Give me yes in a live chat and I will check gold for you. And nice to see Allah here. Nice to see, by the way, female traders joining the live session. You know, quite often I check these statistics after the live streams, and it's like 95% male. Yeah, so nice to see some females joining the live session as well. Now let's check US30. US30 quickly. I just share a quick update because earlier I shared a very bullish forecast on my free Telegram channel for US30, because after quite an extended correctional movement from that high around 40,000 level, it looks like the market finally found some support. It looks like the market finally found the demand. We nicely respected that key daily structure support on it daily. We were nicely rejected from that. And then here we formed a huge double bottom formation. Yes, a huge double bottom was formed. And the neckline of this double bottom was a very significant resistance. Yes, it was a very significant resistance cluster here that the price respected, and from where we saw quite a strong bearish movement. Of course, the violation of that resistance was a very important event. It was a very strong bullish signal. And of course, after that, the price went higher. Now the index is stuck around that resistance. Yes, you can see that we almost reached that resistance and we stopped growing. Yeah, so it clearly indicates that a lot of selling orders placed around that resistance. Now, if we briefly check what is up on a 4-hour time frame, analyzing the price action here, we can spot some peculiar things. You can see, not on a 4-hour, I saw some pattern. Probably it was on an hourly time frame. Yes, it was on an hourly time frame. On an hourly time frame, I guess we should draw it from here. On an hourly time frame, we got this rising wedge pattern. Yes, quite a huge rising wedge where the price was steadily growing. And when we started to approach that resistance, you can see that selling pressure became that strong that the price managed to violate the support line of that rising wedge. That is definitely a very important sign of strength of the sellers right here. And after the violation, the index started to consolidate, and we formed here a very nice head and shoulders pattern formation. One more bearish pattern. Right here is the left shoulder, head, and here is the right shoulder. So you can see that at the moment we are breaking the neckline of this. We are breaking the neckline of this head and shoulders pattern formation. Of course, it is one more very important bearish event. We are closing this candle in 11 minutes. In 11 minutes, this candle here will close. And if we close below the neckline, I strongly believe that we can anticipate a further bearish continuation to the next support. Our next support will be right here, so a bearish continuation will be anticipated to that support. So locally, even though on a daily time frame our bias is very bullish, we cannot define the fact that from the intraday perspective, the market became quite overbought, and it looks like with the formation of a head and shoulders pattern of a rising wedge with multiple breakouts, the index leaves clear bearish clues, local bearish clues. So I think we will most likely see some correction here. Alida says, can you please explain in-depth understanding on price action versus smart money concepts? By the way, traders, let me know in the live chat, what do you trust more, SMC or the price action? It's very interesting to know. And one thing that I really wanted to share with you is that even though many traders do believe that SMC, smart money concepts, is the new revolutionary advanced way to trade the financial markets, the fact is that smart money concepts takes old classic terms and call them in a new fancy way. Yeah, this order blocks, the imbalances, the dark pools, the liquidity pools. The terminology of smart money concepts is so appealing, and the the idea of SMC, like trading with big money, trading with hedge funds, man, it's so appealing. But the thing is that it is just the new way to explain and to interpret the old classic things. So if you think that you shouldn't study the price action and you can just learn to trade SMC, no, man, you should learn price action analysis, key levels analysis anyway, because SMC is entirely based on the classic elements of a technical analysis. Yes, I want you to realize that. In Game Zone, you asked about the retest. I already answered. Probably you missed my answer, so you can check the recording of my answer. Now, gold. Yes, let's check gold. And one important thing to note about gold is that, man, it is so boring. Man, it is for the last 3 weeks, I guess. Man, it is barely moving. It looks like the market is still waiting for something. And earlier, I really thought that gold is waiting for the Fed, but after the Fed last week, nothing really changed. So it is very hard to see what is really going on here and what exactly the market participants are waiting on gold. But one thing is clear, yes, we are very exhausted after this crazy bullish movement. For now, the market stopped. Yes, the growth stopped, and we can already conclude that we are not that bullish. Yes, we can already see the signs of presence of the sellers. We already may see a minor bearish trend here. Yes, from the price action perspective, we already have the higher high here. We have lower high here. We have one more lower high here, and at the same time we already have the sequence of the lower lows. So it already clearly indicates that we are in a correctional stage at the moment. So those who think that we are still in a sharp bullish trend, no, from a daily time frame perspective, we are not already. For now, from the price action perspective, we are in the stage of a correction. And the only question is, for now, whether the correction is coming to the end or whether the market is preparing for the next bullish wave. That is the main question now. And here, I guess, the fundamentals and the technicals can help you to predict, yes, whether it is that more correction is coming or whether the next bullish wave is coming. And from the technical analysis perspective, here are some important things that you should pay close attention to. One important thing right here is a wide daily structure support. This one. We have a significant support right here. The support that holds for now. The support that was respected multiple times. Again, we saw nice bullish reactions from that support. And of course, for now, that support is the resort for the buyers to buy from. Definitely, buyers are placing the buying orders within that support cluster. So, and one more thing, by the way, that we should notice here is that testing that support, the market also formed a pattern here, a cup and handle formation, the inverted one. That is the cup here. And here goes the candle. Yes, we already have the completed pattern right here. That is a very important sign of strength of the sellers for us. But the pattern by itself does not predict that the market will drop. What will predict the bearish continuation on gold is the violation of the neckline of this pattern. The neckline of the pattern is our key daily support cluster. And those who are looking for the extension of the correctional movement on gold should strictly look for a bearish violation of that support cluster. Yes, if the price breaks and closes below that support cluster, if a daily candle closes below that support cluster, it will be a very important sign of strength of the sellers. Yes, and then we will anticipate the extension of the correction on gold. And after the violation of that support cluster, after a daily candle close below that, we can anticipate a bearish continuation lower to that horizontal structure support. Yes, that is the bearish scenario for you. Those who are bullish, I know that many of you are bullish for absolutely different reasons, but I know that many of you are looking for a further bullish trend continuation. Those who are looking for a bullish scenario should pay close attention to a significant resistance cluster here. If we analyze the recent price action, we can spot a very peculiar area, a very peculiar zone. This one. That area here is very significant because it was also the support in the past. And after the breakout, it turned into resistance that was nicely respected. That area represents the supply area, the area where sellers are placing their selling orders. And I strongly believe that the market will return to a bullish trend after violation of that daily resistance. Yes, if a daily candle closes above that resistance cluster, it will give us a very important bullish confirmation. It will be a very important sign of strength of the buyers that will push the prices at least to current highs. Yes, so that is the plan. And for now, man, look, we have the range here. We are currently trading within this range, and trading volumes are accumulating within this range. And more we stay within this range, stronger will be the reaction to some fundamentals that the market participants are waiting. Let me introduce in a live chat, what are your expectations from gold from a daily time frame perspective? Do you stick to a bullish scenario, to a bearish scenario, or probably you don't care at all? Ideally says, I lost my prop firm account trading gold. Man, I think that especially for prop firms account trading, it is better to focus on Forex peers. And I would even recommend trading only the major Forex peers, because I strongly believe that gold trading is more complicated than trading the classic Forex peers. So next time focus on Forex. Yes, and also traders, give me yes in a live chat if you want me to check the intraday time frames on gold as well. Let me know if you're interested in lower time frames analysis. And Diner says that it is bearish. Yeah, so man, the thing is that the market cannot grow forever. Yes, and thus bullish rallies, they cannot last forever. And from such a perspective, we can clearly conclude that the market is overheated, right? It was very bullish since October last year when the war in Gaza started, and we gained more than 34%. Man, that is crazy. Yeah, that is a phenomenal growth, especially for such an asset as gold. For Bitcoin, 34% is not that a big deal, but for gold, man, it is trillions of dollars here. Yeah, that growth is exceptional. And there is some deep reason behind this movement. The uncertainty and all that, the inflation and all that stuff. But always remember that the things cannot be bad, cannot always be bad, man. And at some moment, things will definitely get better. And once they start getting better, gold will drop. Yes, that is the thing. But the main problem is that we don't know how long the things, the bad things can last. Yes, that is the main problem. He sounds so Russian. Yes. How can it be different, man? How it would be strange if I would sound not Russian. So now let's check the intraday time frames. I see yes. So let's check 4-hour time frame, and let me share with you my analysis for gold on a 4-hour. And I guess let's even open some naked chart. Yes, it would be better to check some naked chart and analyze the price action on a 4-hour here. So what we see on a 4-hour time frame on gold. So we already discussed that on a daily we have the consolidation now. And on the 4-hour time frame, we also have the consolidation. I want you to realize the fact that on the 4-hour time frame, we are clearly ranging. We are clearly trading within that horizontal range on a 4-hour time frame, setting the equal lows and the equal highs. And ranging market can provide perfect trading opportunities for day traders. Because, man, once you spotted the market that is trading in a range, probabilities are always high that with the absence of the news, the market will keep trading within the boundaries of the range. And for that reason, the boundaries of the range can give you a very perfect points for trading the market, for buying the market from the support of the range, and for selling the market from the resistance of the range. Yes, so here we have a perfect example of such a range. And after the test of the resistance of the range, I see some bearish confirmations here. I see, for example, the rejections. I see, for example, the cup and handle formation on a 4-hour time frame with a confirmed neckline violation. Yes, here is the cup, here is the handle, and you can see that today we successfully violated the neckline of the pattern. What else can we spot here? Let's open the hourly time frame as well and check the price action on an hourly time frame. On an hourly time frame, we have more bearish clues here. One of the bearish clues that I see on the hourly time frame is definitely the breakout of the support line of this rising channel. Yes, you can see that this rising support was nicely respected by the market and it was broken. Yes, clear sign of strength of the sellers. Then what we also have right here, we also have a double top pattern here. Yeah, we have double top with equal highs here as well. And we have a confirmed violation of the neckline of the pattern, retest, and a strong bearish movement. So for now, from the intraday perspective, I see a lot of signs of the presence of the sellers. So I won't be surprised if gold will drop lower because we are now trading within the range, because the trading volumes are quite low. I think that we may easily drop to the support of the range. Yes, so my local intraday bias is bearish here. Yes, and I think that we can easily drop lower. Jason says, I'm afraid of gold ever since you recently said gold hasn't been respecting technicals this year. Yeah. So from the beginning of the year, gold was quite poorly respecting the rules of the technicals. And as I said many times, as with technical analysis, as fundamentals, there are the periods when different types of analysis do not work. So there are the periods when, for example, patterns don't work. There are the periods when the support and resistance levels don't work. Yes, it is kind of the normal nature of the market that sometimes something doesn't work. Yes, and from the beginning of the year, technicals worked quite poorly. I do agree with that, and for now we are just waiting for the market to return back to normal and start respecting technicals again. Ella says thanks for gold analysis bearish, but for scalping both are good bearish. Yes. For scalping it is completely different world. So if you just scalp gold, of course, for you the daily time frame analysis is not that relevant, because the 15 minutes time frames, 5 minutes time frames, they be completely different rules, completely different levels, completely different patterns. Yes, that is the fact. But from the scalping perspective, by the way, from the 15 minutes time frame perspective, I see a clear bearish trend here. Yes, from the scalping perspective, definitely we have so bearish market here. Yeah, you can see that we keep updating the lows, we keep setting the lower highs, so it looks very bearish. Vasily, do you have a special fib level settings or use the trading view default? No, I do not apply the trading view default. Let me show you the ratios that I apply. And by the way, someone says, I see a bullish flag and test of 50% fib. I'm wondering, man, from where you are drawing this 50% fib. So my fibs are, let me show you, let's draw it from that low. My fibs are, by the way, I guess, man, you draw your fibs from 21.45. Yes, can be the level from where you draw it, because here we see a clear test of 50%. So my settings are 382, 618, 05, 786. Yes, these are the Fibonacci's that I rely on. But I don't really see the flag, honestly. Yeah, I don't really see the flag right here, because for the flag I need a falling parallel channel from the high. Yeah, I don't see the flag, but as I said, I see the inverted cup and handle formation. You draw it from 2080. Wow, why from 2080, man? That's quite random point. I would say. Yeah, so try to draw the fibs from important highs and lows. Yes, that is a very important rule. Sadati says, I think all of the things depend on worldwide political and wars and inflation. Think by forwarding ending war in Gaza, introducing of bank cut rate, it may gold break from bottom. Yeah. So of course, now the main focus of the big money are the wars and the inflation. That is completely true, and as I said, it is still not clear how long it's going to last. As you remember, when the war in Ukraine started, initially the expectations were that it is going to last week, 2 weeks, months, probably 2 months, and now we are in a war for more than 2 years. So who knows how long it's going to last. And same thing with the war in Gaza. Again, when it just started, there were the talks that it is going to finish in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. And man, look, we are in a war from October, and still not clear when it is going to end. Moreover, we constantly see some signs of the escalation. So who knows? Yeah, it is still still not clear what's going to happen. And of course, for that reason, for that particular reason, I guess investors for now are not selling. They are holding and waiting, and they are deciding whether they should buy more or not. Let me introduce what else to analyze for you. Let me know which instrument do you want me to check next. I saw a question from Milo about dollar CAD, so that will be the next pair. When do you use fib extension? We use fib extension to identify the next potential resistance. For example, on gold, imagine that you are planning to buy and hold gold and you are wondering where can be the next strong resistance, because we don't have any historical key levels on the chart. So your next resistance can be found with the Fibonacci extension. What you should do, you should take the last wave, the last bullish impulse, and draw the Fibonacci extension based on that impulse. Yes, and here will be your potential resistances: 1272, 1414, 1618. And of course, there's no guarantee that these fib levels will be respected. So one more thing that you can apply in your analysis is the Fibonacci confluence, when you draw the Fibonacci extension based on multiple legs of the move. And one more wave that we can spot here in gold is this wave from 1982. And if we draw the Fibonacci extension from that level, here you can see that we have the zone of confluence. Within that area, we have a match between 1272 extension and 1414. The confluence area has a higher chance of being respected. Yes, so more confluence you have, the better. Yes, that is the rule. So I hope it is clear. Allah says, do you consider gold respects divergency patterns? Not sure, Allah, what do you mean by the divergency patterns? If you talk about the RSI divergence, for example, RSI divergence alone is a very poor signal. And not sure. In price action trading, we have the consolidation patterns, the bullish patterns, bearish patterns, but I never heard about divergency patterns. Yeah, the indicators may indicate the divergence. Yeah. So divergence works with the indicators, but only in a combination with something else. Yes, so imagine that you see a strong bullish rally on gold, you open RSI, and you see clear divergence. Yeah, let's open this one on a daily. Yeah, here we have, for example, a clear divergence. Please realize that it is not enough for you to make a trading decision just based on the fact of that divergence. You need something else. So once you've spotted the RSI divergence, you should look for extra clues. Yes, and one of the extra clues, for example, can be the formation of a bearish imbalance on a daily, the formation of a high momentum bearish candle. That kind of confirms the strength of the sellers and increases the probabilities that the divergence is valid. Because what I wanted to show you where it was. Just let me find. Yeah. Yes, just wanted to show you some example of the divergence, but struggling to find this. Yeah, look, this one, very good example of why the divergence alone gives a terrible signal. Look at the price action in that range. Yes, we have higher high right here. Yes, and we have a new higher high here. So that is the range where we see two consequent higher highs, and on our side we see a clear divergence. Here we have the lower high. Yes, and you can see that the market keeps being in a divergence. Since we formed a divergence here, we are still in the divergence. But look how many days passed since the first divergence. It is how many? 48 days. Yeah. So it is very important for you to combine the divergence with some other technical or fundamental confirmations. Yes, it is very important. So let's check dollar CAD here, traders, and yeah, I hope that you are still here and watching. Traders, just show me your presence and show me if someone is still here and watching. Yeah, so let's check dollar CAD. Dollar CAD. I promised to check dollar CAD. And dollar CAD, by the way, this one we discussed with my students yesterday, and we spotted that first, definitely the trend on dollar CAD is very bullish. Since the end of last year, we are trading in a bullish trend, and recently, once that high was reached, we started a correctional movement. And we can spot that the price nicely respected that key structure cluster. We got a significant demand zone right here that was respected. And from that demand cluster, we saw a strong rejection, formation of a bullish imbalance here. So now definitely buyers show the strengths. And because the trend is very bullish here, I think that we can easily anticipate the test of that resistance. It can be the first goal for the buyers right here, that key daily structural resistance, with a potential continuation to that resistance. Yes, we have two important resistances right here, and for now my bias is very bullish, and I think that that resistance is going to be reached. Yeah, we may see some pullback here. You can see that the pair is currently slowing down after the test of some intraday resistance here. So we may see some pullback, but I think that even after a pullback, we will still manage to reach that resistance. So bias for now is very bullish. And thanks guys for still being here and watching. So let's check dollar Swiss. By the way, on dollar Swiss, I even see a potential shorting opportunity. Let me show you what I see here. On dollar Swiss pair, I see multiple very important signs of strength of the sellers after the test of a key structure. You can see that since the beginning of the year, we are trading in a strong bullish trend on the pair. We see a strong bullish rally. But it feels like the sentiment may change after a test of that significant resistance cluster. You can see that here we have a strong structure that was reached in the beginning of May, and from where a strong bearish rally followed. After the test of that resistance, we got two important breakouts. We got the violation of that horizontal structure support here that now turned into resistance. If I remember correctly, we also got some trend line there. Yeah, just let me remember from where I was drawing the trend line. Yeah, not sure, probably. Yeah, let me zoom in and check. Yeah, you know, when you analyze so many charts in a day, you tend to forget the patterns that you spotted earlier. Yeah, I guess I'm talking about that trend line. So we got a very strong confluence zone right here that was based on the trend line and that horizontal structure. And the market violated them both. Yes, the market closed below them both here. And of course, after the breakout, the horizontal support and the trend line turned into the expanding zone of supply. Yeah, so we may have a strong resistance right here from where we may see a bearish continuation. So from that zone, I'm currently looking for a signal to sell the pair. And here is what I see analyzing the intraday time frames. Analyzing the 4-hour time frame, one important thing to note is that on the 4-hour, we formed a bearish engulfing candle. You can see that we formed a strong bearish candle that completely engulfed the body of a previous bullish candle. Yes, that is the clear sign of strength of the sellers here. And then after that, we formed a doji candle. Doji candle indicates the weakness of the buyers. Yes, and it is one more. In that particular example, the formation of the doji increases the probabilities that the market may drop. But these candlestick patterns here are not enough for us to make a decision to short. We still need something else. And if we analyze the hourly time frame, on an hourly time frame, we can spot here the consolidation. You can see that on an hourly time frame, the market is consolidating and we set equal highs and equal lows within that horizontal trading range. Yes, we have a very perfect range here. And while the market is staying within the boundaries of that range, for us, it will be still not clear what is the real intention of the big players. So we will look for breakout. Yes, and for us, the violation of the support of the range will give a strong bearish signal. It will give us a strong bearish confirmation that will indicate the presence of smart money in this bearish movement. It will dramatically increase the probabilities that the market will start falling then. So selling the market, so waiting for a breakout, we will wait for an hourly candle close below the support of the range. It will be our bearish confirmation. After that, we will set our sell limit order on a retest of a broken support of the range. There will be our entry point. Our stop loss will lie above the highs of the range, and our initial target for the trade will be the closest strong support. Where is our closest strong support? We have a strong support cluster right here. So there will be our first goal for the trade. And because we are quite bearish biased on a daily, we see quite a strong bearish movement on a daily. We can also anticipate a bearish continuation lower then, and we can also have the second target for the trade. And our second target for the trade can be the next strong support. We have a strong support right here, so there can be our second goal for the trade. And of course, here you are not obliged to trade with two targets. You can trade with one single target. Yes, it always depends on you. Yes, and I just showed you the plan how I will personally trade. So again, our main point here is that even though we see some bearish candles on a 4-hour time frame, on an hourly time frame, it is still consolidation. It is still indecision. And we need a breakout of this support of that indecision horizontal range to confirm a highly probable, to confirm a bearish continuation. Yes, so that is the plan. Let me know if you have questions. Yes, and let me know if this cheating plan makes sense to you. Now, question from Ugur about silver. Let's check silver. Yeah, and cheaters, I hope that you follow, and yeah, so I hope that you enjoy the analysis. Yeah, so what we see on silver, and the price action on silver, by the way, is quite weird, I would say. The thing is that similarly to gold, recently silver reached that high. We almost reached 30 level, and we got quite a strong bearish movement. We dropped, and for now silver nicely respected that support. Yes, we have quite a strong support right here from where bullish movement initiated. We formed high momentum bullish candle right here, and the market reached this resistance. Yeah, so you can see that. And what I don't like about silver now is that we have a lot of structures here. We also have this structure here. Yes, we have some demand cluster here. We also have this structure here. Yes, some minor one, but still valid. And we also have this structure here. So we have a lot of structures here that are lying very close to each other. And when we have so many structures, it is highly complicated to make the accurate prediction right here, because classic breakout strategy here won't work because so many structures here. So for now, and we also have this support here. You can see how close to each other are all the structures. So for now, my recommendation is to wait for the news, to wait for the news that will make the market move. We don't know what kind of news the market participants are waiting here. So I just want to see the movement. I want to see the movement with multiple breakouts to clarify what is the real intention of the market here. For now, it is very hard to see because we have so many structures here. So be extremely careful. Now, pound Swiss pair. With pound Swiss pair, I even have it flagged. Yeah, so what we have on a pound Swiss pair, we have recently violated that structure. Yes, we got some support here. That was broken. And now we are trading on that support. And we see the breakout attempt of that support. So, I think that the best strategy that you can follow right here is to wait for a daily candle close here. I strongly believe that if a daily candle closes below that blue support, if we violate that support and close below that on a daily, it will open the potential for a further bearish continuation. I think that then the pair may easily drop lower. And I think that we can then drop to that level. I think that that level can be important for the market because we have multiple daily candle closes right here. Yes, we have 3 daily candle closes in a row here. So it can be a significant support. So after a daily candle close below that support, you can anticipate a bearish continuation to that structure. Let's briefly check if we have something special here on lower time frames. Yeah, I guess for now, nothing special. So yeah, wait for a daily candle close below. Now, Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar up here. Let's check Aussie dollar and discuss again. The main problem with Aussie dollar up here at the moment is that we have strong resistance here, this white supply cluster, and we also have a demand cluster right here. Yeah, so again, we have 2 structures lying very close to each other. And who the hell knows what the market really wants to do here? So for now, I'm waiting for a breakout. Yes, a bearish violation of that support, daily candle close below that, will push the prices lower to the next one. While a bullish breakout of that resistance cluster, yes, will give a strong bullish confirmation that will push the prices lower. For now, I'm waiting for a breakout here. Yes, of course, we can look for a pullback trade from that support. But the main problem with the pullback trade from the support is that on a 4-hour time frame, we have a very bearish pattern right here. So we have a bearish pattern after the test of that resistance. And even if we have some bullish pattern after the test of that support, we have so much contradiction here. So for now, the daily structure breakout will be the key. And Coffee says with market uncertainties, we need multiple confirmations to entry. Absolutely, yes. The more confirmations we see, the better. That is the rule. The more confirmations we have, higher is the accuracy of the trading setup that you trade. That is the rule. Now, US 100 index. So let's check it. By the way, traders, let me know, how do you feel about today's live stream? What are your thoughts? Yeah, do you enjoy it? Let me know if you learned something new, and do not forget to share your feedbacks. So similarly to US 30 index, as you know, I shared very bullish forecast on my free Telegram channel for US 100 index. And I spotted a bullish breakout of that key structure. Yes, that very strong resistance. And after the breakout of that strong resistance, we also got a strong intraday bullish confirmation. On an hourly time frame, the price formed the ascending triangle formation. You can see that the price successfully violated the resistance of the triangle, retested that, and then we bounced higher. Now, similarly to US 30 index, we see some signs of weakness of the buyers. You can see that we formed the head and shoulders pattern formation here, violated the neckline, so we may see some correction here on US 100. But after the correction, I think that the growth will continue, and I think that the index is heading towards that resistance. Yes, we have significant resistance here, so with the high probability, I think that resistance will be reached. So my bias is very bullish. And pound CAD pair, looks like, man, it is preparing for a bearish movement. The first thing to note is that on a daily, we already see the bearish trend here. We see the segments of lower lows, we see the lower high. After this bullish movement, the market reached the resistance, that horizontal resistance here, yes, and stopped growing. And here we formed cup and handle formation. Again, we have a lot of cup and handle formations during today's live stream. That is the cup, and here goes the handle. So we formed this bearish pattern here, and now we are approaching the neckline of the pattern. I strongly believe that a bearish breakout of the neckline of the pattern, a daily candle close below that, will initiate a trend following movement on a pound CAD pair. The violation of that structure will be a very important event that will push the prices down at least to current structure low. Yes, so I would say that that pattern here will be the main focus. So we analyzed a lot of charts. Yes, a lot of setups, a lot of time frames, a lot of patterns, a lot of key levels. A lot of things were discussed. So I hope that you learned something new. I hope that you enjoyed the live stream. And as always, if you want to learn more, do not forget to check my website, VasilyTrader.com. I have a lot of free educational articles on my website about smart money, price action, gold trading, everything. I also have some premium for you. I have the Trading Academy where I do this live streams on a daily basis. I have the Signals group. I have the book, the course for you to learn. So do not forget to visit my website. It is VasilyTrader.com. Also, do not forget to subscribe to my social networks. I have free Telegram channel, TradingView page, Facebook group, Twitter, so Instagram. So check the links in the description below and subscribe to my social networks. Also, do not forget to share your feedbacks. Let me know how can I improve these live streams and make them better. And yeah, so see you next time. Do not forget to watch my other videos. And thank you for joining, traders. Thank you for joining the discussion. Thank you for answering. Yes, and thank you for asking. See you soon, traders. And this weekend I will prepare a nice educational video for you. Thank you.